Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today Update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. As he transitions to a life of monogamy following family turmoil, Kody Brown of Sister Wives has got to admit that he does need a lot of attention. In the most recent Sister Wives episode, Kody considered his life with only Robyn Brown while his ex-wife Christine Brown got ready to marry her now husband David Woolley. Meri Brown, his first wife, and Janelle Brown, his second wife, both decided to dissolve their spiritual unions in the months that followed Christine's departure from him in 2021. Kody joyfully told the cameras, "I'm a monogamist now," as he got ready to chop down trees that were obstructing his view of the mountain next to his house with Robyn. "So there's a new rule that Robyn made, and because I'm a monogamist, my wife gets to make rules, right?" Kody, 55, went on. "So she's like, don't drop a tree until you've removed the last tree you dropped." But he was asked by a producer how he felt about Christine getting married again. "I am really happy for her. I've only met David once, and from what I've heard, things have gone along really quickly, but occasionally you just know," he added. Adding, "I hope they're happy, and I hope someday the time comes where we're just comfortable being around each other." Kody went on to say that 52-year-old Christine left with a purpose because she wanted to find her soulmate. He continued, "It is weird because she's my ex-wife, but it's like that's none of my business anymore, and it's more like kudos." Kody claimed that after going through 3 consecutive divorces, there is now a lot of water under the bridge and it wasn't all bad. "It's still been tough for him," he continued, "because his life in polygamy was mostly good." The patriarch of the Brown family, however, is turning his attention to his future with Robyn and their children, despite being alienated from several of them. "My world with Robyn and our kids is like a completely different reality. It is lovely, friendly, and kind. It's not that big," he stated in a confessional, adding that he's getting used to his new normal. "I must acknowledge this. I believe I require a lot of care. Being somewhere where I don't receive as much attention has been different. However, my kids will always be my kids, and I'll always welcome them." He responded, "They must enter through that door. For that, I'm going to extend my hand, but I'm also going to grip onto the hand next to mine, and I won't let go of it. In order to maintain a relationship with my kids, I won't cut Robyn off. Sister Wives Robyn Brown to have a relationship with my children and Kody Brown will not cut off." In other words, he feels that many of his 18 children desire Robyn Brown, his 4th and now only surviving wife, and he won't leave her. On the January 12th edition of the long-running TLC series, he said, "My children will always be my children and the door will always be open to them," alluding to his continued distance from several of his adult children. "They've got to come through that door. In the event that they do so," he added, "I'm going to be holding a hand out for that, but I'm going to be holding this hand that's next to me, and I won't let go of that hand." Because he is unwilling to separate himself from his now monogamous life partner, Robyn, whom he married in 2010, 16 years after he married his 3rd wife, Christine Brown, even though he believes that their feelings for Robyn are a key factor in his conflict with his children. Kody stated, "I will not cut off Robyn to have a relationship with my children." In the December 1st episode of the show, Janelle Brown, the second wife, explained that her ex was not invited to her daughter Savannah Brown's high school graduation party, saying, "Kody has this idea that somehow if he leaves Robyn home, he's going to be able to come to these family gatherings. And that's so far from the truth." According to Janelle, who is also the mother of Logan Brown, 30, Madison Brush, 29, Hunter Brown, 27, the late Garrison Brown, and Gabriel Brown, 23, 90 to 95% of his children are alienated from Kody. Events don't truly want him. Regardless matter who he brings or does not bring, he is not coming. The Wyoming native still feels that his +1 is his persona non grata, of course, despite this. Kody complained, "The situation sucks," in the show that aired on December 1st. "We're going out because the other half of the family has determined that they're still a family. Now, as long as I don't bring Robyn with me, they'll let me into that club. I am unable to accomplish it. That's not to say Robyn and their children, Dayton Brown, 24, Aurora Brown, 22, Brianna Brown, 20, Solomon Brown, 13, and Ariella Brown, 9, don't have enough of activities to enjoy. It's a real different world, the world that I have with Robyn and our children, the 55-year-old admitted during the episode released on January 12. It is lovely, friendly, and kind. It's not big. Too small, maybe? Kody went on, I think I need a lot of attention, and I got to admit this. Being somewhere where I don't receive as much attention has been different. If he made the necessary effort, he could hold court alongside his other 13 offspring. In an exclusive interview with E! News, Christine and Janelle expressed their desire for their ex-husband to mend his relationship with their kids. Last October, Christine told E! News, my relationship with my dad is one of my favorite relationships, so it's devastating to have your kids have daddy issues. And it's incredibly difficult to have children that have issues with their father. If they got along well with him, I would adore it. Aspen Thompson, 29, Michael T. Padron, 28, Paydon Brown, 26, Gwendolyn Kairaz, 23, Isabel Brown, 21, and Truly Brown, 14, say their mother agrees. I simply advise them to accept him where he is, she clarified. And be open, just be open when he calls, answer the phone. Of course, that's only one of the recent revelations made by the Sister Wives cast members. To find out what the TLC stars have disclosed this season, continue reading. Shortly after their 1990 vows, Kody Brown declared he was prepared to separate from his first wife, Meri Brown. However, Meri said in the September 15 premiere that he led me to believe that he would work on things by saying, "Oh Meri, when we move to Flagstaff, this will be a good time to have a new beginning for us," alluding to their 2018 relocation. As if he had convinced me of those things. He has been doing this for a very long time. Her primary complaint, she stated, is his lack of communication and how he really felt and what he really wanted or what he really didn't want and the story that he's been telling for all these years. Also, Kody admitted that there might have been mixed messages, but only because, he added, I'm like, why would I do this, when he began to work on things. I would not court and date her now. In any case, when Meri finally pulled the plug in early 2023, her pals were ecstatic. They say, all right, we're backing you and here for you. Additionally, it's about darn time, she admitted. Because if he can push me out and I leave, he's not the bad guy because he didn't walk away, she says, implying that he had been trying to get her to leave him for years by claiming he didn't love her. In the season premiere, Kody said that he was prepared to let the idea die, years after the family had bought the 14-acre plot of land in Flagstaff, Arizona, on which they intended to build. Unable to construct without paying the entire $820,000 price tag, which the family allegedly did in 2023, he said to Robyn Brown, his surviving wife, I'd almost rather scrap it or sell it and then just start again somewhere else. Janelle Brown, the second wife, previously told E! News that we just kind of started to grow apart, but in the end, she left because of Kody's shortcomings as a dad to several of his children. The mom told Logan Brown, Madison Brown Brush, Hunter Brown, Garrison Brown, Gabriel Brown, and Savannah Brown, the big spark for me was when his relationship broke down with my children and he didn't seem like he would move heaven and earth to fix it. And I thought, okay, that was what was really holding me here. Janelle refused to entertain the possibility of reconciliation, even when Kody brought it up in the November 3 episode. I don't know how I would ever reconcile with him and have him not have a relationship with my kids, she stated. No, I'm going to always choose my kids. That was Kody's justification for not trying harder to patch up the problems he was having with some of his grown children. I don't fit in the family anymore, he complained in the episode that aired on September 15. And then I have some relationship with some of the other kids and it's infrequent, he said, explaining that he was still totally married to Robyn and raising their 5 children together, Dayton, Aurora, Brianna, Solomon, and Ariella Brown. What should I do with all of this, I ask myself. It's not a family-like atmosphere. We're probably doing the worst we've ever done in our marriage, Robyn admitted in the season 19 premiere, even though they were being totally monogamous for the first time in their 14-year marriage. Between us, things have been difficult. He isn't sure if he or one of the other women is to blame. Are you going to reject me too? Kody seems to be gazing at me because he's experiencing a lot of rejection. She consequently disclosed, I'm on my toes. I have to constantly check to make sure he isn't ruining our connection. There's no resource to help with the idea that I'm still married to a man who's going through divorces, she said, summarizing the most difficult aspect. I can't look myself in the mirror and say, hey, dude, Kody shared, expressing a crisis of confidence. I cherish you. Seeing her former sister wives enjoy their new era was difficult for Robyn. They're all moving on, she said on the episode that aired on October 27th. I feel like the idiot that got left behind. To the list of children Kody isn't currently seeing, add Madison, Janelle's oldest daughter. During the premiere, Janelle clarified, I am aware that Maddie has not spoken to her father. She doesn't have a relationship with Robyn, and neither of them has phoned him. She has essentially dismissed both of them. Kody's shaky relationship with Maddie's children, Axel, Evangeline, and Josephine, is the problem. According to Janelle, she doesn't really want him to have any contact unless he can commit to it. Because of this, Janelle revealed on the September 22nd episode that when the family started to really dissolve, Kody did sort of cut off communication with Maddie and her husband Caleb Brush, whose sister was married to Kody's brother. Maddie has been mama bear to the extreme, Janelle continued, since Kody has not been calling or coming to see. She has felt like until he can be consistent and show up and not be dramatic, that she feels like it's probably better if they don't know about him. Robyn added that she has been pushing Kody to make amends, but she also stated, I think the kids should be doing the same thing, too. Kody, however, seems unprepared to mend the split for the time being, complaining that each time he spoke to his daughter, it was a fish for gossip and I got tired of it. While celebrating their 32nd anniversary together, during the September 15th premiere, Meri chatted with her friend Brandy and revealed, he was alluding to the fact that he never loved me and he felt like he had to marry me. Kody, I told him, I know you loved me. In a confessional, Leon Brown's mother asked why he ever proposed if he didn't. When a single young man meets a single young woman, why would he choose to marry her and just affirm and force love for her when he didn't love her? She pondered. Isn't that cruel? I chose you to attempt to force myself to love for the next 32 years and then just pick me out of a crowd? In his own confessional, Kody responded, oh, Meri has her little allegations now. Okay, anything she wants to say. I will refrain from commenting on it. He would, however, admit that they never relished their honeymoon. This marriage was on the rocks the entire marriage, he demanded during the episode that occurred on October 20th. How would I know that, too? Because my relationships with Robyn, Christine, and Janelle were so much better.